Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for race 3 at Donington of the LPB BTCC and Support Championship. We're ready to go. We've got TY on pole from James Deluxe, Blakeney and Cyrex. Off we go. Good start at the back by Azadar Blade by the look of things. As we come down towards turn 1, it's going to be TY and Blakeney alongside into the first corner, but TY's just going to get it. Neil Farmax having a little look up the inside of Stevie as well. Everyone cleanly through. Red Gate as Blakeney gets, I think Blakeney's gone wide. Blakeney's gone right back down the field. Team Yellow car at the back as we've got Bidzster going alongside James Deluxe and Cyrex into the old hairpin. Bidzster sideways into the old hairpin, drifting that Mercedes into the corner. Cyrex and Stevie might take advantage here. There's a little bit of contact between Bidzster and Cyrex there as they come through the corners. We've got a car off in the background. Is that Neil? Neil Farmax gone off. Bidzster still sliding the car sideways like it's Tokyo Drift. But Neil's round here somewhere. There he is. I think we've got another car off as well. Got Keith off and possibly Azadar Blade as well. So after the first lap, we'll get a replay on what all that happened there. But as we come down towards the chicane, we've got Cyrex trying to get past Stevie. Stevie in the white Megane. And then we've got Callum running wide, or Blakeney, whoever it was in the background, and that was Callum running wide. And we've got Bidzster off the road as well. Oh, it's all happening. But we've got the Stevie and Cyrex still battling out for third. TY's in the lead then from James Deluxe. Stevie being passed round the outside by Cyrex. He's going to try and make it stick. Bidzster's going to close up on this as well, as Stevie retains the position. Cyrex can't get around the outside as we go down towards the old hairpin. Into the old hairpin we go. Bidzster waiting in the background to pounce as well. Here's a replay of the first lap. Look towards McLean. See, watch Neil. Just gets on the grass and then slides the car into the corner. And that's what happened to Neil. Here's a view of that now from above the Keith. So watch Neil. Neil exit stage left there. Then we have to brake to avoid Callum, and then off we go. And then Azadar does the same thing. That's why there was so many cars near the back. Well, as they look, this is the best battle on track at the moment. We've got Stevie defending from Cyrex into McLean's 16-lap race. This based on 20 minutes of length, 5 minutes longer than the support races, because this is the main event. Still for the same points, but this is the actual touring car race. Bidzster hops over the curb at Coppice, tries to get a good run onto the straight to catch Cyrex and Stevie up. All very close as we come down towards the chicane. I think they're slowly catching James Deluxe as well in the other Megane. So it's all Meganes apart from Team Blue, who are in Mercedes. Team Blue wanting to be different. Obviously Cyrex and James Deluxe had a choice of car, but they went for the Megane as well. So the Megane definitely the popular choice, because it's got one of the best default setups on the game. Bidzster and Keith going for something slightly different. So James Deluxe goes slow. Stevie closes right up, and so does Cyrex and Bidzster as we come down the crane of curves. We get the Mercedes usually better in the tight corners, not necessarily on the long stuff, but it's a bit of a 50-50 track race between the Mercedes and the Megane. But the Megane's got the speed on the acceleration and up the hill. Bidzster will have to tuck in behind as they come up to McLean's. All 4 cars into one. Cyrex leaving the door a bit open there. Bidzster having a little look at the inside, and now James Deluxe and Stevie alongside each other. Bit of contact as you come up towards Coppice. Oh, it's all happening. Stevie's up the inside. James Deluxe got muscled out. Bidzster going for 2 in 1. Bidzster gets past James Deluxe, not quite past Cyrex yet, as we've got a car off in the background. I think that's Blakeney's off in the background. So Blakeney's gone off in the background, right off at Coppice. Into the chicane then. Stevie's in second place now. Cyrex, then Bidzster, and then James Deluxe. As we look back at Blakeney, who's gone a bit further back into Azadar Blade's hands. There he is. And there's Callum coming out the chicane as well. Neil's gone right back in this race. So Neil not having a good race at all as we go back to the battle up front. The battle for the podium places. TY's in the lead by almost 3 seconds now. Stevie's teammate up to second place. The Team White 1-2 again in the touring car race. So Bidzster struggling in the touring car race. As we go into Schwantz and then McLean's. Bidzster's on the outside now, looking for the inside into McLean's. Into McLean's we go. Oh, a little bit of contact, but it's a pass. Just a bit of a touring car style pass, but it worked as James Deluxe has a look at his teammate, but no way through there. The two Momo Megans have to wait the turn. Bidzster goes through, and now he's flashing his lights, saying thank you to Cyrex, and probably flashing his lights at Stevie as well, saying I'm coming for you. So it's TY, Stevie, Bidzster defending from Cyrex into the chicane. Cyrex overdoes it, and so does Bidzster. They've both overdone it. Here comes James Deluxe. He goes past his teammate, and he's probably going to get a good run on Bidzster as well. So Bidzster needs to defend the inside now in towards Redgate. Will James Deluxe be able to get the speed around the outside? But Bidzster doesn't give up. When he's in a scrap, Bidzster does not give up, and he keeps third place for now. Cyrex goes back to fifth. There's both cars a bit hot on the brakes into the corner. James Deluxe passes his teammate, but can't get past Bidzster just yet. Coming down the crane of curves into the old hairpin. Bidzster sliding that Mercedes in. Again, the Mercedes is not the most stable of cars, but it's very agile in the corners. Let's see how his teammate's going on. There's Keith in 9th place in the other Mercedes, in towards the old hairpin. Nice and smooth through there as Neil's right at the back. He's really struggling with that car. As we watch the battle for third. Stevie's pulled away from Bidzster a little bit, but again the other two cars, the two Team Red cars, still together. As they come down towards the chicane, we're watching Cyrex. There he is, the one at the back, into the chicane. Bit hot into the chicane again. Bidzster is okay through there. Cyrex a bit too hot into the corner, but gets a decent run out. There's Neil Farmack near the back. He's when the camera catches up with him. There he is. He's really struggling in that car in this one. So there he goes round Coppice. And we've got Arzadar and Keith. So Keith's actually catching Arzadar here. So Keith keeps this up. He could be in for an 8th place, but he's got to catching up is one thing. Getting past is quite another. Then we've got Team Yellow, 7th and 8th, Blakeney and Callum. There's Callum at the top of the hill. There's Blakeney with a bit of a, I think he's got a bit of mud on the front of that car, and that explains why he keeps on going wide at the old hairpin. So as we go into McLean's, then we're just going to swap the camera to Bidzster. There he is, 3rd place in the Mercedes, up against those Megans. Megan, definitely the popular choice of car because it's one of the best all-rounders. It's got good top end speed, it's got good handling, it's got good corner ability, it's got everything you want in a touring car. The Mercedes it's got the agility. It's definitely better in the left, right, slower corners, but it is a bit more tail happy than the other cars. So I'm surprised no one picked the BMW in this one, or even the Opel. So the Opel Astra. So, but that's how it goes sometimes. It's more or less like the Clio race, except it's a Megane, but with a couple of Mercs thrown in. Into Redgate then. Bidzster goes through, all nice and neat through there. TY still in the lead of the race, lap 7 out of 16, so we're almost at halfway in this race. TY with a 3-second lead from his teammate. Stevie 89, there he is, Stevie 89 in 2nd place, coming out the old hairpin. Bidzster is behind him, coming out the old hairpin, with James Deluxe behind him. Again, James Deluxe relentless in his pursuit of Bidzster. He did it in the Ginetta race, and he's doing it again now. Into McLean's. Bidzster very sideways again. That Mercedes not looking like it's handling very well at all, but it's what happens. We go through the corner. Cyrex is slowly catching up as well. Blakeney's catching Cyrex. So Blakeney's catching Cyrex. The Team Yellow could be in for another place to be gained here again. So here is Cyrex. There he is, down into the chicane. Gets the braking point spot on, just slightly over that inside sausage curb and out the other side. Beautiful lines through there. It's a good job there by all as you go down towards Redgate. All cars in the line. One mistake could change the order. So again, you never know. As Keith is now ahead of Arzadar. He's been ahead, and I think Arzadar must have had an off somewhere because there's a 10-second gap now. So Keith finally getting the hang of that Mercedes, so doing a good job as always. Captain consistent, doing a good job in 8th place there. As you look back at James Deluxe in his pursuit of Bidzster, I think he must have had a little error there because he's just gone off the back of Bidzster slightly there. So Bidzster pulls out a little bit of a gap. I think that was more James Deluxe making a mistake than Bidzster pulling away, I think. So as Bidzster slides the car into Coppice, again that Mercedes turns into the corners very well, but the back end doesn't necessarily want to follow. It's quite twitchy, but That must be how Bidzster and Keith like the car. As we go down, obviously default setups on this championship as always, so the cars literally as they come out the shop, just it's all about how you drive them. So we're trying to make it more about the driver than it is about the car setups, because some of us have got good experience in that area, some of us haven't, so it just evens out the playing field a bit. As we see a bit of smoke there, as I think Bidzster locked up a rear tyre going into there. And down the hill we go. Lights ablaze, trying to catch that man in front of him, Stevie. There he is, in second place. He's dropping back from his teammate. TY's pulling away. He's pulled out another 1.5 seconds on his teammate, but again Bidzster is closing up. So this could be a good battle in the next couple of laps. Unless Stevie makes a mistake and then we get the battle even sooner. But we'll soon see how that goes as Stevie goes through McLean's. Then we watch Cyrex, who's right behind his almost right behind his teammate now. So James Deluxe going back into the clutches of his teammate. Cyrex managing to get a few consistent laps in now. And we've got some good times as well. He's got the fastest lap so far, 1 minute 10.6. So a good time from Cyrex. Into the chicane we go. Oh, James Deluxe goes in a bit hot. I think he's gone over the gravel. Yes, he has. He's gone really slow over the gravel. We were going to move to the left to let his teammate go through, but now he just moves out the way, lets his teammate go through. There we go. So James Deluxe a little bit too fast into the chicane there. Just made that little error. That's all it takes, and positions get swapped. But at least it's your teammate that you're swapping with, not someone else. There's Blakeney in the background, still trying to edge up to these guys. As we watch the new Team Red, newly formed in this round. Obviously Cyrex missed the first round and James Deluxe was in it, but he was independent then. But then I thought, oh well, Cyrex has joined. Let's put them together as a team and make another team, make the championship a bit more interesting than it already is. As Neil and RZR have swapped at the back, so Neil's finally got his act together and got into 9th place. RZR demoted to 10th. So let's see how long it's going to be until Neil catches Keith, because I would imagine with Neil's pace he should be able to catch Keith in a few laps, because Keith's last lap was a 1:13, Neil's was a 1:11, so a couple of seconds a lap, 6 laps to go, could be possible, so we'll have to keep an eye out on how that is going to turn out. As we look back at Team Red, there we go, that's Cyrex, the leader of Team Red, coming out of the chicane, and I dare say Cyrex is catching Bidzster up. Bidzster not looking like he's got the pace to catch Stevie in this one, and TY is definitely pulling away from Stevie's teammate, so all a bit more spread out at the front, but again that could all change with one mistake, so keep your eyes peeled on that screen as Bidzster uses a bit of the curb going down into the crane of curves. Cyrex catching, and again that McGann just all round just a lot more smoother car, faster through the corners, fast on the acceleration. Really Bidzster and Keith have they've tried they've put a bit of weight on the shoulders, shall we say, but let's see if they can make something of this. The Mercedes apparently should be quite a good car around Oulton Park, which is the next round of this BTCC and Support Championship by LPB Racing. So Oulton Park Island Circuit is the next one, and I'm sure you guys will be tuning into that to see all this good action and good racing from this LPB sim racing group. As we go down into the chicane, Bidzster, over the curbs. Really aggressive style. I think he is catching Stevie a bit now. So I think Stevie must have made an error somewhere. Stevie's gone backwards a bit. Bidzster's catching Stevie and Cyrex is catching Bidzster. So this could end up being a good little scrap in these last few laps, as Bidzster still lights ablaze, trying to catch Stevie up. So he's got his lights on there, just trying to put a bit of pressure on Stevie, make him look in his mirrors. And see them lights getting ever closer, but still one mistake could change all that as Bidzster goes into the old hairpin, nice line through there. I think he's catching Stevie actually. I think Stevie went a little bit wide into there. Let's watch Stevie round this corner as Bidzster closes right up there. And into the corner, Stevie's running a bit wide, Bidzster hugging the inside of the curve. He's right on him now. He's right on the back of Stevie. Stevie moves out to defend. Defends into Coppice. Bidzster looking to get the switch back, but I'm not sure if he's going to have the speed in that Mercedes. But Stevie will be on the ball. There he goes. Stevie on the ball. And this is where the McGann should pull away in the draft. But again, the Mercedes just about staying with him. As we go onto the brakes, Stevie onto the brakes, defends the inside over the curbs, loses the back end, Bidzster loses it as well, and Cyrex just goes straight through the middle. Oh, Easy as that. Cyrix flashes his lights, a little bit cheeky there, saying thank you very much, gents. Straight through the middle. If you guys are just going to fall asleep and do that, I'll just take both your places. So Cyrix into second place, then Bidzster rattled by that. Snatches the car out of Redgate. Down the Crater curves now. So Cyrix now in second place after that unbelievable move. When the other two cars held each other up, he just went straight through the middle and said, that's it guys, I'm off. But Cyrix now runs a bit wide at the exit of the old hairpin. Stevie goes to the left. Bidzster, he's not going to try and go 3 wide surely. But no, Bidzster sensible, he stays behind. Stevie on the outside, Cyrix on the inside, into McLean's. Oh, the two cars make contact, Stevie goes wide. Onto the gravel. Contact couldn't really be avoided there because it is a narrow bit of racetrack. So Bidzster and Cyrix now, for second place. Bidzster still lights on, still putting the pressure on. Flashed his lights saying, I'm going to get you. Cyrix knows he's there. Okay, here's the replay on lap 12 of how Cyrix managed this brilliant move. So Stevie goes into the chicane. Slow. Bidzster has to slide in avoidance. Then Cyrix just sees the gap and thinks, thank you, gents. See you later. Down to the chicane. Oh, Bidzster catches the grass into the corner, but just about recovers it. Good car control there. That just shows you how hard he's pushing. Now he's got to try and get in that draft of that McGann. He goes out the draft, he's going to go backwards because that Mercedes has not got the top speed. Going down towards Redgate. Will he go for the dive? No, he's not. He's going to be sensible, going to wait it out and see what happens. Into Redgate we go and out of it. Bidzster and Cyrix still close together. Stevie and James Deluxe and Blakeney closed up in the background as well. That could be a good scrap on these last few laps. As Bidzster and Cyrix go down to the old hairpin. Cyrix slides the car in and so does Bidzster. Oh, good stuff between them two. Let's have a little look back at James Deluxe now, who's in 5th place. He's closing up to the back of Stevie as Bidzster and Cyrix are still not done. As we go into McLean's and Bidzster's trying to have a go at the inside, just trying to stuff the car at the inside, just trying to make a gap, but no way through. Cyrix shuts the door. No, you don't. As they go onto the straight again, Bidzster lights on in that draft. Good race in this between Bidzster and Cyrix. Two of the best in a scrap in this championship as Bidzster moves out on the straight to the inside. Goes for the dive on the inside over the curve. Oh, close as you like with that contact. And, oh, both cars using a bit more track than they should. But Bidzster's alongside. Down towards the next corner. This is where Cyrix will have the top end speed. Bidzster's going to have to be brave on the brakes into here. Cyrix is known for keeping it around the outside. Bidzster gives him space. Cyrix goes a bit off, but again Bidzster to the right hand side of the track. Gives Cyrix the room he needs, but gets the position more importantly into second place. Stevie flashes lights at Cyrix saying, I'm on my way. TY now's got a 9-second lead because of these guys battling out. Oh, Bidzster throws the car into the old hairpin and he's lost the back end. Oh, he's lost it. He's hit Cyrix and he's off. He's almost rolled it. He's backwards. Oh no. Cyrix has spun as well. You can see the two cars there. Oh no. Cyrix and Bidzster all the way back. Second to last lap. Bidzster just made his own mistake. Cyrix in the wrong place at the wrong time. Bidzster will be kicking himself and Stevie, oh, it's like it's his birthday and Christmas all at once. Straight back to second place. James Deluxe up to 3rd. Blakeney into 4th. Bidzster and Cyrix down to 5th and 6th positions. Oh, wow, how it can change in a lap. We'll get a replay on that. Okay, here's a replay on Stevie for what happened between Bidzster and Cyrix. You see, Bidzster goes wide there on the curb. Loses the back end, can't control it. Cyrix wrong place at wrong time. And then hit each other. Cyrix hits the wall on the inside. That was not Cyrix's fault. Bidzster just made his own mistake and Cyrix was in the wrong place at the wrong time. So as we come back from that replay, TY with a 10-second lead in the lead. His teammate of Team White, Stevie in 2nd. James Deluxe in 3rd. Blakeney 4th. And there's Bidzster after that contact with Cyrix. And Cyrix is further back with Callum closing up on him now. Keith is still in 8th place. He's not been caught too much by Neil Farmat yet, so Keith looks like he might be bringing it home in 8th place. As we look at TY then coming into McLean's on this last lap. Well controlled race this by TY. Doing what TY does best. This will be his first win of the season. Of this new season in Project Cars 2. Just got his teammates won a few races already this season, and it's TY's turn now. Yeah, Stevie won the touring car race last time out for Team White at Brands Hatch Indy. TY is now going to win it at Donington. Oh, he's not going to do it just yet. Well, not by doing that. Straight onto the grass, almost makes a mistake. And there's Arsadar Blade just wanting to get lapped so he can cross the line. TY wins the race then. Good job by TY. Arsadar will be last in 10th position. Just wanted to get laps and didn't have to do another lap. Stevie comes across the line in second. James Deluxe third. Blakeney in 4th position. Good job there by Blakeney. There's Bidzster in 5th position. Not the race result he wanted. 5th position for Bidzster. Cyrex in 6th. Callum 7th. And just got to wait for the other cars now. It's going to be Keith and Neil down towards the last chicane. I would imagine Keith will be able to stay ahead in 8th place in this one. Into the chicane we go. Nice and steady on the last lap. Don't want to make no mistakes. Powers up to the line. Keith takes 8th place and Neil will finish in 9th. There we go. Neil in the green car in the background as you look there. So, TY then, the winner of that race. Let's have a look at his car. There he is. There's TY. Good win. Is that TY or is that Stevie? Let's just get the camera back so we can... Yeah, that is TY there. So, well done to TY. And we'll see you guys next time out at Alton Park Island Circuit. See you later, guys. Take care.